Hey everyone, it is me, Crystal, and I am here with you on day 4 of the 7-day self-love challenge. So I hope that you are having a great week so far. So it's Wednesday, so we're about halfway through the challenge. And even if you haven't been doing it every day, these posts are going to be up, so you can pretty much jump into the challenge anytime. You can start over if you want from the beginning and have the guidance that that's being shared. So it's never too late. Never too late. So today again is day 4, and so just welcome to the video. Welcome to the live stream. So right now, what I'm going to do is just take a look at who's made comments, if anybody. No comments yet. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump right in today. I'm going to keep this one really straight to the point. It's not going to be a very long video. And I'm keeping it real today. So some of you know that I have been doing a Qigong practice for about a month now. And for those who are unfamiliar with what Qigong is, I was unfamiliar with it before I started. I knew a little bit about it, but I never really looked into it, so I didn't know that much about it. But Qigong is a practice of cultivating energy in your own body. So similar to like a Reiki self-healing practice, where you are bringing more chi or ki, which is life force energy, into your own body. This particular Qigong practice that I'm doing, however, is really different than apparently most other forms from what I understand. But it's different from anything that I've ever done in terms of energy work as well. So I am really having some shifts, really having some pretty major changes physically in my body with doing this very, very simple practice every day. And this morning, I did a group session. So it wasn't just my own energy. And I know that there are those of you who have attended like our group emotion code sessions, and you know the power of how the energy can be amplified inside a group. And so in the group session, there were, I think, about 5 or 6 other practitioners that were doing the practice together. And that really packs a wallop. So right now I'm feeling like I really want to go back to bed. Feeling like I really just want to go sleep and just let my body absorb whatever it's doing with this energy. But unfortunately, I have a full day ahead of me, so I can't do that right now. But at some point, I probably will take a nap. So that's what's going on with me today. I'm just a little bit tired, but it's a good tired. It's because I know that my body is doing some things that it needs to do to heal, and so for that, I'm grateful. And I know that there's a difference because I can feel it. All right, so that's what's going on with me. I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys. I did have a conversation last night with the teacher who's teaching me Qigong, and a handful of you guys showed up for that last night, which was really, really cool. There isn't a replay because it was not a Facebook Live. It was on Zoom. I'm talking with him about getting the video recording so that I can put that on my website as exclusive content for my membership site. So that may be available soon. So if you are interested in seeing that and you want to know more about the Qigong practice, just let me know. And I'm happy to share that information with you. All right. Okay. So right now, let's talk about yesterday's affirmation. So I am, as you know, keeping a journal. I have my little notebook here, and every day writing down the affirmation, repeating the affirmations to myself throughout the day. That's the well work assignment. And so last night when I went to bed, I was contemplating the affirmation for myself and thinking about what thoughts and feelings yesterday's affirmation brought up for me. And the affirmation was, I am willing to accept. I'm willing to accept. Nope, not accept. I'm willing to love. I'm willing to love the truth of who I am. That was yesterday's affirmation. And so as I sat there and was contemplating what feelings that was bringing up for me, what thoughts that was bringing up for me, I had a really major, powerful revelation. It was visceral. Like, I felt a shift in my body as I allowed myself to think and then say these words. Yes, it was powerful, right? So, Rain, I would love it if you want to share what came up for you as well. Okay, but I'm going to tell you guys what came up for me. So, as I was saying the affirmation, let's see. Well, the first thing that I noticed, so being willing to love the truth of who I am. So there were a lot of little synchronicities that happened throughout the day. So just a lot of little places where extra love was coming at me, and recognition from different people, and really like out there, like people that I don't even know that were like sharing my content. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I accept, like, thank you, universe, for giving me those little bits of extra love today. Someone that I don't interact with very often posted a big old red heart on my timeline. And I mean, we're friends. I see her on Facebook, and of course, it's the Facebook friends, right? And occasionally we interact in person when there's little events and things like that are going on. She's a wonderful person. We just don't interact on a real consistent basis. So it was surprising and pleasantly surprising to have that posted on my timeline. And so I was paying attention to and noticing those things and going, okay, yes, I'm grateful and appreciative of that. And I know that as I do my affirmations and my energy shifts, that these are things that show up, the little synchronicities that show up, are your cue, right? They're your cue that you are indeed shifting your energy, and that things around you, the things that you are able to experience, are shifting as well. And so, as I was sitting there thinking about that, suddenly this awareness just kind of came into my mind, and I wrote it down as it was happening. Okay, so I said, if I change the words as they are interchangeable, the words of that affirmation are interchangeable, it becomes love. So I am and love are interchangeable. I am, yeah, I mean, how else can you say it, right? I am that, and love, to me, it's the same thing, right? So you can interchange the words. So instead of saying I am willing to love, the words would be love, willing to love. And then the truth is also interchangeable with the word love. Love is the truth, right? So the statement becomes love, willing to love the love of love. And I feel it even just saying it right now. I don't know about you guys. Love, willing to love the love of love. And then the awareness came to me that with that statement, it's really easy to drop the willingness, because there's no willingness required for me. It just, I'm all in. I don't need to be willing. I'm already there. I'm all in, right? So then it becomes love to love the love of love. And I laughed out loud. I literally, it bubbled up, and I was like, wow, that is very powerful. Might not be for you, but for me in the moment, I was just like, wow, that's incredible. So it brought up laughter, joy, mirth, and bliss. And I wrote, it's burgeoning out of my heart space. And I felt this energy sort of filling up, this space in my heart. And it felt like a sacred soul level command. It felt like my soul, my spirit, my depth within me, this part of me, the spark of life that is connected to love, was commanding this, not just saying it as an affirmation, but commanding, do it. Love, to love the love of love. Be it. So be it. So that was the powerful revelation that I had. I'm still feeling it. And I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but you can share with me what your thoughts are on that. So that was kind of what took me into my sleep, and then I woke up this morning, and I had when I woke up, it was around 5 o'clock, and I just was blessing myself. I woke up blessing myself and feeling like it was important to bless everything that I am. And so I just kind of heard my own voice in my head saying, I bless my body. I bless all the organs. I bless all of the functions that my body performs. I bless, all these things about myself. I bless my home. I bless my life. And it was just this, I just woke up doing that. And so yeah, so I don't know, I think that this I'm, like I said before, I'm always kind of amazed by what comes up when I do these challenges, and I tune into various different things that I am choosing to take a closer look at. So those were my experiences. Let's see, what did Rain say here? I'm gonna wonder what would happen if I just put that up there. All right. She says, as I meditated on this affirmation, I came to a place where I could almost physically feel myself wrapping the parts of me that I shy away from in love. And it brought a huge wave of relief. I could sit and shine a light on my truth and view it with only love. That is so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful, my dear. And that is the practice of self-love. And it gets better. It really does. So thank you so much for sharing that. Wonderful, wonderful. So today I just want to talk a little bit about also developing a mindfulness practice. Now, I know most of you probably already have some sort of a mindfulness practice that you do, a meditation. A lot of you are already meditators. You're welcome, dear. Yes, thank you. But I know that for some people, meditation can be a little bit daunting. It can be a difficult practice to really get into. So I just wanted to share just a few tips on meditation and mindfulness and contemplation, and what the difference is with those. And so for me, what it is I think contemplation is probably the easiest way to really move into this space of really listening with your inner ear and being able to hear what your thoughts are, and really tuning into that and getting yourself into that place of calm and relaxed where you can actually do that. And I think that's the number one thing with all of this, is that you really want to be in that calm and relaxed state. And so contemplation is really just that state of mind where you're kind of doing mindless stuff, like you might be washing dishes, or you might be in the shower, you might be, out working in the yard, whatever it is. So it's things that you can just be doing, maybe driving even, and doesn't really require any like mental processing. So you're not having to think about anything. And in those moments, you can consciously, deliberately decide that you're going to just contemplate the things that that you're working on. So for example, you're going to contemplate this affirmation and allow it to kind of just roll around in your mind without really putting a lot of, effort into it. Let it be effortless, let it be simple, let it be light, let it be fun, even. And in those moments of contemplation, that's when we can really open up to hearing that inner voice and letting those new awarenesses kind of just drop into our consciousness. I know you've all had experiences with that. In mindfulness, it's a little bit more deliberate of really kind of sitting still. And mindfulness is really more what we do in our guided meditations as well. We're not getting into any real deep meditation when we do the guided meditations, but it's just taking a few moments, 5-10 minutes to just really notice the breath, to notice the sounds around you, the sensations in your body, things maybe that that you can smell, that you can taste, and just bringing full awareness into the present moment. The present moment is filled with infinite possibilities, and this is where everything's happening in the now. There isn't a past. It's all just thoughts. There isn't a future. That's all just, projections. The only thing that we really have is right now. So when we can develop this, mindfulness where we're tuning into the present moment and being grateful for where we are in the moment, even if we're going through a difficult thing in the moment, there's always things that we can tune into, that we can express gratitude for, and we can drop into that state of, peacefulness within. And so it's just something that we can practice doing, and that goes hand in hand with doing this self-love work. Okay, so I just wanted to share those couple thoughts with you guys. Like I said, this isn't going to be a super long video today. So today's affirmation. We dropped the willingness today. It happened naturally for me last night. We dropped the willingness and we accept, embrace, and love the truth of who we are. So the affirmation is, I accept, embrace, and love the truth of who I am. No need to be willing any longer because I'm there. And feel into that for yourself. Again, there's no right or wrong. It's not saying that, if you're not there, that there's something wrong with you. It is an opportunity to observe why and ask yourself questions. And this is something that I want for myself. I want to be able to feel better. I want to, come up out of, if I'm feeling depressed or anxious, I want something else. And this practice can help you discover what may be in the way of that. So listening to what's actually coming up, the words and the language that are inside of you that are actually coming up to be heard. Maybe I don't accept the truth of who I am at this point. And so, so it's good to know that. It's good to be able to contemplate those things as well. Again, the well work is that we are just writing down everything. We're just observing everything. And on Sunday, I'm going to give you guys a really powerful tool to supercharge all of that information, identify those soul level intentions, and really begin to create an alchemy with your words that will really help to shift the energy in your body. Okay? Cool. All right, so if there are no questions or any other comments, I am going to jump right into the guided meditation right now. So you guys can think about your questions. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and post those right now, and I will answer them before we finish. If it's on the replay, then of course your questions will still be answered. I'll answer them when I see them pop up in the comments and in my notifications. So, alrighty. So we're going to go ahead, get comfortable in your chair or wherever you are, on the couch, or if you're in bed or wherever you happen to be, sitting, standing, laying down, and just relax. Go ahead and take some deep breaths. Bring your awareness fully into the present moment. In this moment where all infinite potential lives. This is the only place that you can choose your vibration. The only time that you can choose deliberately your thoughts and feelings in the present moment. And as you choose, you are literally changing the environment in which your cells are living. Every cell in your body, every strand of DNA in your body is responding to this environment that you are creating with your thoughts. That's powerful, right? Bruce Lipton writes about that in his book, The Wisdom of Your Cells, The Biology of Belief. I read that book a long time ago, and boy, what a powerful impact it had on my awareness. So just breathe into this present moment, making a choice right now to accept, embrace, and love the truth of who you are. Remembering that the truth of who you are is infinite love. Just like a drop in the ocean, a drop of water in the ocean is still the ocean. You are a unique, individual aspect of the energy of infinite love, personified in form as a being of love and light. That's a choice that you can make right now to be that. You don't have to make that choice right now. But now is as good a time as any. The present moment is the only moment that you have. So breathe into that realization. Breathe into those little kernels of truth. And repeat the affirmation to yourself. You can say it out loud. I accept, embrace, and love the truth of who I am. I embrace, accept, and love the truth of who I am. And then you can take it to the next level if you feel, if it resonates with you the way it resonated with me. I love to love the love of love. I love to love the love of love. And just continue to breathe. And we'll spend another few breaths in this space. As I said, my intention for love to be amplified. As you set your intention for love to be amplified, as we all together amplify the love that we are. You may be envisioning yourself surrounded in a loving light bubble. However it looks to you, it might be love pouring down on you like rain, or maybe sparkles all around you. Whatever your imagination takes you, it's all perfect. Just allow yourself to just amplify and expand that energy, allowing it to go out from you as it fills you. This is a limitless supply. You can never be depleted when you begin to cultivate self-love. Go ahead and take one or two more deep breaths in this space of infinite love. It looks all pink and beautiful to me. And as you breathe, bring your awareness back into the room, back to your own self, to your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch, open your eyes. And welcome back. All right, so again, the well work is simply to repeat the affirmation to yourself throughout the day. At some point throughout your day, maybe at night before you're going to bed, sit down and write the observations that come to you as you think about these things. They don't have to all be positive. Whatever comes up, negative, positive, whatever thoughts and feelings come up around this, write those things down, record them in some way that's compelling for you. And on Sunday, we're going to meet up here again, and I will give you a very, very, very profoundly powerful tool that I'm using very consistently myself to amplify and supercharge the words, the affirmations, so that they really resonate with me and are shifting for you. Okay? You may continue to share this challenge. If you want to share it from the event page, that's probably the easiest way, because this is a private group, so you can't really share anything in the group outside of it, but you can invite people through the event. And the more you share, I'm going to actually do some giveaways on Saturday. So I'm going to have some prizes that I'm giving away, and also some bonuses that I'm going to share with you guys as well. So make sure that you, if you're interested in that, that you share. And if it's something that you want to do, yay. All right, guys, I actually need to get to my office now. And so I have a 2:00 appointment. That gives me 20 minutes to get over there. So perfect timing. Have a great rest of your afternoon. And we will see you tomorrow for day 5.